This Farm Show on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly cloudy good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. Well, we're having a good day if you like rain out there. Terry Henne here at Radio Center along with Jonathan Dent. John, some folks not complaining at all about the rain we picked up overnight.
No, especially not after the year that we've had so far. It's been pretty dry.
Yeah, and what's interesting is, I'm looking at some of the rainfall tallies so far, and there's, pretty consistent rain, but there are areas that have been getting rain all the way along, and they picked up quite a bit more than what we did, where we didn't have quite as much. Case in point, when you take a look at MBS International, 43 hundredths of an inch of rain as of about 10 o'clock this morning, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock this morning. But you slide on over to Midland, and they've had over 3/4 of an inch so far, and they've been getting a lot more. Now, up in your neck of the woods, Pinconning, Standish, that area, I didn't have a chance to really look at it all that close. 38 hundredths, just under 4/10 of an inch.
Yeah, I would have been surprised if we got half an inch up there.
Yeah, and the further north you get, the decrease when it comes to precipitation amounts so far. This has been a rain event for, I want to say, the southern 2/3 of the Lower Peninsula, and we can get into some specific rainfall amounts in just a little bit, but one that really jumped out at me was the southwest part of the Lower Peninsula. They've been getting steady rains all summer long, and there were a number of reporting stations over an inch of rain down there, and they're picking up, or will be picking up, quite a bit more here just within the next 3 hours as another wave of moisture is moving from the southwest to the northeast, and eventually it is going to move into the Great Lakes Bay area. But the heaviest amount, or the greatest potential of some stormy weather, is going to come for us after 6 o'clock tonight. So for the most part, what we're looking at right now is cloudy, breezy, on again, off again, light rain shower activity, isolated spots that'll pick up a little bit more. About 6, 7 o'clock tonight is when the front is going to be approaching. And by about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, it should move through the entire Lower Peninsula. At least by 9 o'clock anyway, it'll be east of Michigan. But we're still going to see some rain shower activity around as we go into the early morning hours tomorrow morning. But the big standout on this whole thing is going to be the winds. Currently, what are we looking at right now, John?
Well, right now out at the airport, they're reporting 59, downtown Midland's at 60, and here at Radio Center, we're also at 60. So pretty consistently staying in the same ballpark around the board there, but we're warming up a little bit today.
Yeah, and we should make our way into the middle 60s before the day is all done. So
pretty good for no sun, really.
Yeah, well, that south-southwest wind is going to be the reason.
Yep.
Pretty steady, around 15, 18 miles per hour right now. There have been some gusts to 25 a little bit later on this afternoon, especially as we approach that front. We're going to be looking at wind speeds gusting to close to 40 miles per hour. So it is going to be pretty breezy and then taper off once that front moves through. Tomorrow, we're going to be looking at some scattered showers, but we're going to have a chance of a little glimpse of sun here and there, some spotty sun. 54 for a high tomorrow after a low of 49 tonight, and then 37 for a low tomorrow night. And then on Friday, a little bit cooler, 50 degrees for a high, 40 for a low. Once again, spotty sun, that's going to be the word. A shower around, so we'll just kind of be ready for that. But again, that's going to be very widely scattered as we go through the day on Friday. I think the best chance of any precipitation on Friday, and again, it's going to be scattered, will be Friday night and early Saturday morning. And that's where the chances of precipitation will exist on Saturday. As we go through the day on Saturday, really we're anticipating clouds, a high of about 52 on Saturday, and then Saturday night, clear skies, about 34. So it's going to get chilly. But if you think that's chilly, get ready for this, okay? Sunday, we're going to be looking at 52, partly cloudy skies, clouds later in the day on Sunday.
Nice
Sunday
fall
night,
day.
yeah. Sunday night, chance of rain, 35, 36 degrees. Monday, 45 for a high, cloudy. The showers will be moving in as we go into later afternoon on Monday. And Monday night, with a low of 31, we're going to have a mix of rain,
No, don't.
freezing
Oh, okay.
rain,
There it is.
and then the word that you were afraid of. Okay.
Yep.
That'll be Monday night. Then Tuesday, well, we're going to warm up to about 45, but at least we're not looking at any precipitation. Okay. Or if we do, maybe later in the day on Tuesday, but it won't be any of those combinations. So if you've been enjoying the flowers and some of the things outside in your backyard or front yard, you could spare yourself a little bit of work by pulling them out over the weekend, because Monday night will just about take care of anything that's out there.
Enjoy it while you can.
Yeah. Record high in this state is 83, set back in 1930, tied in 1938, and tied in 1995. The record low set way back in 1908 was 24. A year ago, 73 was our high, 64 was our low. And on this date in 2006, we had 0.3 of an inch of measured snow on the ground. And tomorrow, in 1936, we had a 0.5 inch of snow on the ground. So, bit.
It's not like we didn't know it was coming.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's not a surprise, but
no, not at all. Not at all. Sun will set this evening at 6:58, rise tomorrow morning at 7:48. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Who do we have to give us the good news or bad news on the markets today?
We're going to head over to Star of the West and talk with Cody Harris today to kick off our market report. But first, we want to remind you that our weather report today brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
They say there's a secret to growing a great crop. At Nutrien Ag Solutions, they beg to differ. It all starts with a strong foundation, and when it comes to fertilizer, there's no question that Titan XE drives dry fertilizer performance. They've been unlocking the potential in every prill of dry fertilizer with biocatalyst technology for over a decade. Visit lpi.ag/Titan or contact your Nutrien Ag Solutions crop consultant to drive your crop's potential today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at the Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency, where they want you to be prepared. Take advantage of the good things and protect yourself against the bad when you work with the risk management team at the Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency. Remember, they're licensed to serve all of Michigan with both conventional and organic crop insurance. You can get hold of their agents on their cell for emergencies or questions, or you can call the office. 989-868-4722. We say good morning to Cody Harris. And Cody, it looks like the wheat is still giving it up today.
Yeah, after that kind of that explosive upside that we saw on Monday, we're definitely taking a couple of steps back here today as well as yesterday. And with that, we got the October WASDE report coming out at noon our time. So we got a lot of the commodities, corns, and soybeans. We're definitely looking over at that. And with that said, I guess right now you got cash wheat. That's down 10, 851 on the white, 801 on the red. We've got a new crop 2023 wheat. That's down 9, 882 on the white, 832 on the red. Looking over at cash and new crop corn, that's down 1 at 637. And then cash and new crop soybeans are up 3 at 1314.
Is this usually a pretty active report, Cody? Well, what's your thought?
Well, it could be. It has some potential. I know kind of a couple of traders I've talked to. It seems that more or less this is a kind of a confirmation of what everything's going on. We're definitely getting some updated numbers on some yield production and ending stocks. As far as like corn's concerned, I know a couple of the guys are expected to show some lower yield production and ending stocks compared to the September report. The ending stock number could edge to a very tight 1.1 billion bushel mark, so that's what a lot of traders are looking at. As far as beans go, expectations are that soybean yield production could be a little changed, but maybe a little move higher in the ending stocks is to be expected. In addition to that, I guess traders on the bean side of things, they're looking to see kind of a slight upward revision in Brazil's new crop production after CONAB revised that a crop record 152.4 million metric tons is to be expected down there. So that's really what the traders are looking at. No one's really, I don't think it's really going to be a market mover, but definitely has the potential if we get some of curve back from these numbers that we're looking at here now, Kerry.
All right. Cody, thanks a lot. I'll be checking those numbers here in about, 20 minutes or so. So we'll see what
about
things.
20 minutes.
Yeah. You take care. Have a good day. All righty.
You as well. Thank you, Terry.
You bet. Cody Harris over at Star of the West. Doug Klein joining us. But our market report, first of all, is
brought to you by Schaefer and Beerline. Are you ready to upgrade to a new Ram truck for your family farm? Now is the time to order your new Ram 1500, 2500, or 3500. So you should see the folks at Schaefer and Beerline in Frankenmuth, the Great Lakes Bay certified ag dealer. They specialize in all models of new Ram commercial trucks and vans, and ordering is the way to go. You can buy with confidence from Schaefer and Beerline in Frankenmuth since 1852, where family and service sells cars. Also by Thumb Bank. They've been serving agriculture for over 125 years with 2 locations in Bay City, also Cass City, Caseville, Pigeon, Bad Axe, and Marlette. Thumb Bank, where relationships are built on trust. Let's head on over to Oppenheimer and check in with Doug Klein today. Doug, good morning.
Good morning.
What do you think, Doug?
Oh, my. Well, wholesale prices came in today, and they were at 0.4. That's higher than expected. I don't know who gets these things wrong. It seems like with all the information floating out there, everybody knows what everything is all the time. So it should just not be a surprise ever again. But anyway, with wholesale prices up, they're definitely going to raise interest rates again, and that's pushing the dollar to, 25-year highs, something like that, especially against the Canadian dollar. U.S. dollar buying almost $1.38 Canadian now, which is, way whacked at this point. So that's kind of rough. I guess the other thing that was interesting, I saw that Joe Biden kind of gave inside information on energy policy to some of his donors, i.e. the people that wanted to, push crude oil to record highs this last swing here. So they made a little bit of money, a little bit of inside information. That's kind of nice to have that, that information before the reports come out and all that stuff. So
You think that happens?
Oh, man, it's just so disgusting. It's so sad.
Lordy.
I just got to bite my tongue.
Yep.
And apparently Hunter bought a gun, and he checked on the report that he's not addicted to illegal drugs. That's a felony. So we got a little bit of fancy dancing to get out of that one.
Well, it's a cap gun. It's a cap gun, Doug. It's a cap gun.
Yeah,
Right.
sure.
Yeah,
Okay. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Well, anyway, God, here's your numbers. The December corn, 692 1/4, down 3/4 of a point. September of 23 corn is 644 1/4, down 2. November soybeans, 1379, up 2 3/4. The March soybeans, 1397, unchanged. In November of 23, soybeans 1360, also unchanged. December wheat is 890 1/4, down 10 3/4. The July of 23 wheat 902 3/4, down 8.5. Crude oils 87.33, down 202 a barrel. The heating oils 401.34, up 8 1/4 cents. Gasoline is 260.73, that's down 2 cents. Natural gas 658 3/4, that's down 0.8 of a penny. And I checked on wholesale propane. Now, this is wholesale, whatever, New York Harbor or whatever it is. 88 cents a gallon. So I checked with my guys, and their cheapest price is $195.
Okay.
And I think most of us are paying a lot more than that if we don't own our own tank and all that stuff.
Yes,
So,
we are.
man, there's a little bit of markup on propane going on too. U.S. dollar buys you $1.3801 Canadian. That's up 5 ticks. The dollar buys you 146.92 yen. That's up 106 ticks. The euro's at 96.92. That's down 11 ticks. And the dollar's at 113.33. That's up 11 ticks. And I saw that municipal bonds are paying their highest rate of interest in 14 years or 15 years since 2007. So, I mean, if a guy's in the market to put money into tax-free bonds, it's getting interesting anyway. Let's see. Over to currency or precious metals. Gold, $16.75.50, down $10.50. Silver's at $18.95, down 53.5 cents. Platinum is not trading right now. $909.50, unchanged.
Now, you know that when Hunter gets home, Dad is going to take him out to the woodshed, right?
Is that where the pardons are handed out?
That's where it is.
No problem, man.
Talk to you later.
Okay.
All right, Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. We'll be back with more, but first this.
How do you make the most of your land? Well, it depends who you ask. If you ask the Wrens or the Caggianos, who run with us on John Deere mowers, they'd tell you.
I mow first, then I do all the trimming.
Get as much done in advance as possible.
I jump out of the house, a cup of coffee, and I'm at work.
But the Upshaws, the Hubbards, and the Allens who work behind the wheel of John Deere compact tractors would say,
something that's worth doing isn't always easy.
If it's something you want, just go after it and try it.
And most of all,
I'll make the earth take the shape that I want it to take.
Then there's the Nelsons and the Mosers, who may mention from the seat of their Gator UTVs.
It's important to just take it one day at a time.
You can't be all working up, right?
The most fun we have on the Gator is just ripping around the property.
It's a way of life.
There are millions of ways to make the most of your land. How will you make the most of yours? Nothing runs like a Deere.
Contact one of Tri-County Equipment's 11 locations in Bad Axe, Birch Run, Burton, Caro, Fenton, Lapeer, Marlette, Reese, Rochester Hills, Saginaw, or Sandusky, or visit Tri-County Equipment online at tricountyequipment.com.
Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Steiner Tractor. New parts for old tractors made easy. All you got to do is give them a call at 800-234-3280 or go to steinertractor.com. And by Quality Roasting of Reese, offering competitive, consistent prices for your soybeans. Give them a call for a quote today. Joe Kramer on the line with us right now, John?
Joe Kramer from the Michigan Bean Commission now joins us. Joe, good morning.
Good morning.
You know, I was taking a look at the crop progress report, and I got a funny feeling they're a little conservative. They were saying dry edible beans harvested at 77%. Are there still some fields out there?
Terry, you can find a few laying around, but it's not many. Some of them are the replants from that windstorm we had back in June. But for the most part, we're calling it about 95% done, and it'll take a couple weeks to finish it up.
Now, are guys storing them, or are they taking them right to the elevator and selling?
Oh, because of food safety rules today, most of them all get delivered to the elevator. But in talking with many of those receivers, they're pretty full. And so that last 10%, 5 or 10% that needs to get harvested yet, they need to be talking to their delivery point because everybody seems to be tight on space this year.
Now, what about the prices? What are the markets telling us right now?
Well, they're sloppy right now, I guess is the best way to put it. Meaning there's just not a lot of demand. Prices been ticking down a little bit, typical harvest time pressure in my opinion. But the Mindeck region has what I think could be a record-setting crop out there, and I think that's weighing on the market a little bit. So everybody's sitting back and looking at this thing and just saying, maybe we got more beans than we thought we were going to have, and I should be a little patient from the buy side. So I think it's just going to take a little bit of time to kind of settle out post-harvest. And then we'll see where these markets come back at.
All right. Joe, thanks a lot. It's nice to have a surprise like that once in a while, isn't it?
It is. Take care, Terry.
All righty. Joe Kramer over at the Michigan Bean Commission. I think we've got Travis Christian on the line right now, John?
Yes, Travis Christian from Nutrient Ag Solutions now joins us. Travis, good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Hey, we're doing great, Travis. What should we be looking at right now?
corn is starting to come off on the west side of the state, high moisture corn anyway, and that gets me pretty wound up. And actually, as crazy as it sounds, starting to think a little bit about that residue and how that's going to impact my planter pass next year. So, is the right answer tillage? Is the right answer something, making a different application? Then we've had really good success with our extract product and getting that broken down. And I caught the tail end of the discussion on crop prices. And I can only assume that nutrient prices were a part of that discussion too.
Yeah, they were.
So with stuff still being, because of supply issues, more expensive than I wish it was, getting as much as I can out of that existing crop residue and getting it broken down as fast as possible can only help me save some money next year and get more money in the bank account when I get the next crop off. So that's kind of where my head's at today. That's what we've been talking with growers about. And just really excited to see crop coming off, looking decent, and guys standing a chance to make some money this year.
Good suggestions. Travis, thanks a lot for sharing. We appreciate it. Have a great day, okay?
Yeah, you too. Thanks, guys.
Will do. We'll be right back.
Looking for a career where every day is different? Got a knack for working on farm equipment? We're looking to grow our team. Hudson Inc., your local John Deere dealer, is responsible for keeping farmers of America running. Honest, dependable, and self-reliant mechanical technicians is who we are looking for. Hudson provides continuing education, tool allowances, and benefits. If you're interested in becoming a part of the Hudson team, go online and search Hudson Inc. Careers for more information.
At Beta Seed, we deliver the nation's premier sugar beet seed every spring and superior performance every fall. But neither represent our most important delivery. That honor is reserved for a delivery that knows no season. Confidence. Confidence delivered by a team of breeding professionals identifying the best traits tailored to your market. It's the industry's leading feedback loop that's led by your Beta Seed rep. From grower to rep to breeder and back again. Only Beta Seed can deliver all that. Beta Seed, breeding confidence.
Farm Service has been brought to you today by the folks at the Frankenmuth Credit Union. They do have lines of credit, equipment loans, financing for purchasing land, credit cards, and more. Find out more about how they can help you and become your hometown financial solution. Go to frankenmuthcu.org. Back at 12:30 with an update. Now we conclude our program with the playing of our national anthem.